I'd like to formally introduce and welcome our special guest, Dr. Baburam Bhattacharjee, to give a special address as we symbolically pass the torch from last year's conference in Nepal to our conference this year in India. Dr. Bhattacharjee is an influential scholar, political activist, and the former Prime Minister of Nepal. He received his PhD in Regional Development Planning from Jawaharlal Nehru University in India, and his doctoral thesis was turned into a book entitled The Nature of Underdevelopment and Regional Structure of Nepal, a Marxist Analysis. Dr. Bhattacharjee became involved with Nepali politics while he was a student in India, and he rose to a leadership role with his party in the government in the 1990s. He was instrumental in the negotiations with his party and the government that led to peace in 2006 and in 2008 to the end of the Nepali monarchy and the establishment of a republic in the country. He served as the prime minister from 2011 to 2013 and afterward founded a new political party, which is currently known as the Janata Samajwadi Party, Nepal. He has been heralded as the architect of Nepal's constitutional turn and as a man of ideas who translates them into practice. In his 1997 essay, Political Economic Rationale of the War, Bhattacharjee identified Nepal's key structural issues, and his articulation remains the single most important text on which the Maoist insistence on redefining the relationship with India is based. He has published numerous books and articles, both in English and Nepalese, which have had a large impact on Nepalis both at home and abroad. We are incredibly honored to have him here with us tonight to share some special remarks. Let's all give a warm virtual welcome to Dr. Baburam Bhattacharjee.
Thank you, Dr. Cruz. I'm honored to bring you greetings today on behalf. During last year's STAR Global Conference, which was hosted by Nepal Open University, I had the wonderful opportunity to listen to Professor Chomsky's remarks online. Today, I am delighted to briefly address the STAR Global Conference, which is being hosted by O.P. Jindal Global University in association with the Association of Indian Universities and in collaboration with other prestigious partners such as the American Association of Colleges and Universities. I congratulate all the organizers for hosting this global mega event. It is so fitting that the Global Connections Award bearing the name of Professor Chomsky are administered by the Society of Transnational Academic Researchers, STAR, an exceptional organization that transcends all kinds of borders and brings scholars and researchers together to contemplate on the potential solutions to challenges facing our common fate on this planet. I have been an admirer of Professor Chomsky since my postgraduate days at Jawaharlal Nehru University in New Delhi. I know Professor Chomsky began his career as a linguist and kept exploring the threads of knowledge through various fields of study, including politics. His critical and engaging method is not only limited to scholarly works on power dynamics, agency, media, the centrality of education, the responsibility of public intellectuals, the necessity of civic imagination, moral responsibility, and a wide range of public concerns. It is his ability to translate what he writes and speaks into what he does and can be done by the future generation that makes him an exceptional public scholar. Therefore, what has made a lasting impression on me as a politician and a lifelong student of political economy is his vigorous activism, his consistent and courageous civic engagement, his resistance to imperialism, his ability to speak truth to power, and most crucially, his call for the possibility of political, economic, and cultural alternatives. We in Nepal have also begun our research for better alternatives. we recognize that contemporary political, economic, cultural, and environmental crises are only a manifestation of the larger ideological and systemic crisis. How can we resolve this crisis? All my life, I have believed that all political philosophies and theories are not dogmas, but tools to help us better understand the world and change it. In my own lifetime, I have I am overseeing profound crisis and contradiction within both capitalism and socialist states. On the one hand, you have increasing socioeconomic inequalities brewing within liberal democracies. On the other hand, there are socialist systems that tend to constrict basic political rights and freedoms in the name of addressing the socioeconomic domains. I think we must dare to admit and acknowledge the flaws and limitations of both these systems and to seek new alternatives that better suit the realities of our societies today. The alternative we are trying to build in Nepal today is a vibrant democracy, an enhanced form of socialism which must be inclusive and participatory and which ensures equitable economic development with environmental justice. We are living in a time when the COVID pandemic is not only reproducing various forms of inequalities and intensifying existing forms of power divisions, but also demanding more profound changes in the world order. A better world based on mutual cooperation and internationalism with a greater equality and justice in global power distribution is inevitable. Therefore, as someone who has been offering us all a daring language for a collective sense of agency and resistance against an oppressive old order, Professor Noam Chomsky is intellectually and politically more relevant now than ever. Therefore, today's event is a very special for me and for those attending from Nepal and the rest of South Asia. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to those who will be awarded the Noam Chomsky Global Connections Award today. I applaud the winners of this prestigious award for their outstanding intellectual contributions. I would also like to make a special mention of scholars like Dr. Uttam Gauli, who have an excellent potential of making significant impact on Nepal's development as well as other developing countries. I look forward to more engaging and valuable works from you all in the days to come. Together, we can build a better world. Thank you and best wishes to you all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vatrai, for your important remarks and reminding us how important our shared work is to the global crises we're facing. We're so grateful that you were able to share with us today.